All right, what's up, folks? We're out here today. We're going to go ahead and start putting this 440 cubic inch big block Chevy together. It was originally a 427 block. We had it bored 60 over. It was bored 30 over years ago when it was in the Chevelle before we broke it. We had it bored another 30. So it makes it to be like a 439 or 440 cubic inch motor. It's really nothing special, but it's got some sweet parts going in it. You'll see the parts as we go along. It's got a big dome piston to equal right around like 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half to 1 compression. It's got a stock steel crank, original from GM. And then it's got stock GM high performance dimple rods. So it's really nothing special, but there's still quite a money that was spent on it. It's still got some real good parts to go together for it, and it's kind of our style. I'm not into buying big Eagle cranks and Scat cranks and Oliver rods and all that good shit. Not yet, anyways. Maybe when we build like a 555 or 565 or something, when we get up into big cubic inch. I got an idea of maybe building a 496, but I also got another idea of just putting a 408 together. So I got a 408 big block sitting back there on a floor that might get put together one of these days. Maybe that'll go in a Chevelle. This motor here is going to be for our new dragster. It's getting a big 710-inch lift solid roller camshaft. So it's going to have some good crap on it. It's getting big Brody heads, getting a big Brody intake. It'll have a Dominator carburetor on it. It'll have a vacuum system on it. I mean, it's going to be a healthy small cubic inch big block for sure. I have no idea how much horsepower it'll make. I'm hoping it gets the dragster down into the very low fives, possibly high 4.9. But we'll see. Only time will tell. So let's go ahead and start off. We got our shop help out here today. So I'm going to go ahead and take this thing apart. Well, not take it apart. Take the bags off of it. And first thing I want to do is slide the crank in there. And I just want to roll the crank over with a dial indicator on it. Make sure that it's running pretty true. Hey. Don't poke the cat with TIG wire. Put the wire back. Psst, psst. Put the TIG wire back, please. No, don't sit on that. Get off. Anyhow, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle with the little one out here. She tends to touch things and put things in places that she's not supposed to. So, but anyhow, bear with me, and let's go ahead and get started. Now, one of the biggest things when you're taking this thing when you're taking it apart and you're doing this stuff, is you want to make sure that you keep everything as clean, neat, and organized as possible. Now, you don't have to get like super crazy with the cleanliness. If you're smoking a big old stogie and you drop some ashes down in there or something by accident, that'll be fine. Just wipe it out a little bit. Biggest thing is you don't want to get lint and stuff inside there. So, you don't want to be using... What are you talking about? I'm talking to the camera. You don't want to be using rags and stuff that are all saturated in lint, like those cheap sock towels that you get at your Home Depot or your Harbor Freight or whatever. I don't know if you've ever sprayed brake clean on them and cleaned a rotor off to get it prepared to go together, but they carry a lot of lint in them, and we just don't particularly like those. So I recommend not using those. You can get the good Scott's lint-free blue rags. They cost a little bit more, but you can find them. I think I got mine at like Menards or something like that. And then I got a big old bag of lint-free rags and stuff that I just kind of keep around for doing stuff like this. Now this motor is extremely oily. When I got back from the machine shop, it's been sitting in the garage here for a few months. So when I got it back from the machine shop, I opened the bag up and I just squirted a ton of oil all over everything. My garage isn't heated, so moisture is a big problem. And we wanted to prevent flash rusting. So we just soaked everything up in oil. You're going to oil the crap out of this thing when you put it together anyways. You never want to put a motor together dry. Put that down, please. It's plastic gauge. That's for checking clearances. Leave it alone. I told you, everything on this table is off limits. Okay. Don't touch anything over here. Okay. Thank you. All right, we got the crank in here. We oiled up the front and rear mains, and I see I left the rear bearing in and the front bearing in. Now I got that in here. I'm gonna set up a dial indicator somewhere on center, and I'm just gonna roll the crank and see if the crank does, you know, a little washboard action or not. It shouldn't, but we're gonna check it. Okay, so we spun it around a few times now. It's hardly even moving a half a thou, so that's good. We're safe there. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to check some of these studs. Some of them were a little loose, like that one there, that one there. We're going to get some Loctite on those. We're going to pop all the bearings back in, and we're going to go ahead and start plastic gauging it and checking our bearing clearances. After we establish that, when we like it, we're going to go ahead and we'll move forward, and we're going to set the thrust bearing. Alright, so we're going to start plastic gauging. Plastic gauge is just a super thin piece of straw. Comes in a little paper packet thing, and it's got a gauge on it and everything. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and start at the front of the block, because I think it's the easiest place to probably get to. The biggest thing is you want to make sure you got a little bit of oil film on there. Kind of helps with the plastic gauge. So, all clearances are checked. They're all 3 to 2.5 thou, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna complain about that. Now, all the main caps are just snugged up, right? None of them are tight. They're just snug. Now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to check endplay and see where the endplay is at before I torque everything down, and then I'll check endplay again. So let's go ahead and we're going to push the crank forward.
This one.
We got 4.5 thou. Okay, now that everything's torqued, we're going to go ahead and check our endplay again, see where we're at.